I've kind of Twitter here just in case there's a Q&A. Any big important questions in the Q&A. So yes, we have the open, but also we have to keep an eye on the Q&A with Lagarde just in case anything does come out on that.
Yes,
So
I've got her on. Quite painful. It's like listening to Radio 4. Yeah. Again, what do we expect on Wall Street? We expect a lot. Remember, by the way, those of you are very much like the DAX today. Those people on Wall Street went to bed at 9 o'clock last night. They're waking up and Wall Street's 500 ticks lower. A lot of those people won't have used the derivative markets to get out or stop out. They will stop out on Wall Street in the next 10, 15 minutes. As we normally say, I reckon we're going to see at least 100 to 150 tick range in the first 15 minutes. Which way? Yeah, I'm not privy to say because I don't know anyway. But we do expect some stops to come out there on the opening because they can't deliver those stops until 2:30. So I'm going to look at Wall Street. Jerry, what you're on
the Nasdaq.
Again, a bit like the DAX maybe this morning. It wasn't that clear at 8 o'clock, but it was clear as daylight about 8:01, 8:02. So in a way, you may have to wait a couple of
minutes.
But then it was very clear. And again, like those of you new, keep it simple. We know it's a supply and demand, and we also know, I mean, Wall Street's almost down 500 ticks. It sounds a lot, but percentage-wise, it is not. Percentage-wise, look at the other indices in relative terms. DAX is down 2%, FTSE is down 2%, Wall Street's only down 1.5%. And obviously, Nasdaq and Wall Street, strangely, are exactly the same. That without a shadow of a change.
Everything's getting battered today.
And the only thing that obviously is up is the VIX index, which obviously makes a lot of sense. Right, I'm going to keep quiet. I've got Lagarde in the background, and I'll speak if we see anything in Wall Street. But we do expect a lot of volatility. And as Jerry said, on a Thursday, we do like a 3 o'clock on a Thursday. Get that time print out of the way, and we'll go from there. Right.
Absolutely.
Let's share that screen, get Wall Street up. Again, if I put it on here, was it quiet? Again, Lagarde talking about higher inflation, but I mean, I think she's made that very clear that the ceiling isn't 2%. But now all eyes are really on Wall Street and see where we open. I mean, the interesting thing, Joe, I just said in our office just now, the POC in Wall Street is a whopping 34,600, which could be achieved in the next 90 seconds. No, the joke apart, it is a long way away. However, we have seen worse things or miracles happen. So there's a big gap from where we are, even to the value low, 34,248, just above here, for instance. Let's draw a line here to where we see we're going to go. That's the conference over.
3424.
I can turn it off now. A bit of buying in Wall Street here. We'll be up now. 2036, which is nothing really. So let's put a line in there for the Wall Street. Where the value low, we hit the value. We've hit the value low exactly there. Yeah. Look at that, nice and whippy for Wall Street here. Yeah,
that's nice and whippy.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, here we go.
What is that? From 2:30, we have a 60-tick rally in less than 10 seconds.
Oh, it's having a go.
Yeah.
It's trying to anyway.
Massive rally in Wall Street here. We're back up to 3,300. Well, that's fierce. I suppose we could go to these single prints. What do we say? This someone said earlier on. Obviously, F here, 34452.
Yeah.
Obviously, gain miles away as well.
Jesus.
307. Yeah, it's fierce. Yeah. We did said, Jerry, that we do expect anything on a Thursday. Yeah. And I always tongue in cheek said that 34,600 wasn't achievable. But can I have another guess? If it's possible in there. Again, this is the worrying things we're trading openings. The market, we are in the summer markets, but that was we thought the DAX was pretty volatile this morning, going the opposite direction. That on Wall Street was basically what are we going at, over 100-tick rally in less than a minute? Yeah, just under 100 ticks.
254.
What's Julia? Okay.
Yeah, about 90 ticks or so already in a minute. Like, we're only getting started as well.
Oh, I got sent a few people being stuck, can't get in. There we are, try that. Yeah, huge. Look at that. Wow. Saying that, I haven't even looked about getting long. I suppose that's because my mind this morning has been obliterated. To be sure, if you look at the market profile, in reality, we're looking at, in a way, to these single prints almost 34,444 down here, and obviously to the F the other day is 52. Again, 100 ticks away at least. It's a long way away, but I said that's how scary the markets can be. You know, we said to quite a few people, if you don't put your stops in, you can be carted out. So I mean, in less than 150 seconds, we have rallied almost a tick a second.
Yeah, it's moving fierce. All right. Where did you say? Where are you looking at then, Neil? 35.5, 35.6 area, is
miles way up, just to the market profile. Where did we say it was at the moment? Up here, 34,344, top of the O's here, and also the bottom of the S from yesterday. The only the levels miles away. Not, I mean, that's where I'm going to put an offer in. But I said, I mean, you know, we have said before the last couple of times that because Wall Street and DAX is fairly volatile, we have said to a lot of people maybe looking at obviously the S&Ps and indeed Euro stocks does help as well. But even on the S&Ps here, looking at from 230, we've rallied what's that? Almost 10 points.
Yeah.
We should again.
I'd mentioned 4,300 yesterday, and we obviously went higher temporarily off, but we can down 4,300, and we're finding a bit of a baseline there. So 4,300 looks to be the base at the moment on the S&P.
Yeah, we've gone straight through the POC. Obviously, in the S&P just put up here. We are 4,307. Yeah. Very volatile. Again, I think I'm going to do what I did last week. Wait until 3 o'clock to have a look at it again. But that's very clear buying on Wall Street in 4 minutes. 10
yeah, and 10, like I'm even looking here myself. I've around about 34,500. Anywhere from 34,500 to 34,550. So that's kind of where I'm looking at if it's going to keep rallying.
Well, that DAX got in, not quite 06. I think I did put a fib level up there. I'll try and find it later. But again, yeah, interesting. Matt, do you see anything out there when you're trading?
Yeah, I actually went long on Dow, and I had a key level just where like the 1 minute candle just kind of rejected from there. That was my key level, so that was my take profit. So it was about, what was it? About 95 points.
Yeah, a good spot. I mean, I said it was as I wouldn't say as obvious, but the buy was as obvious as fierce as it was in the DAX this morning, going the opposite direction as such. I didn't trade. I mean,
Yeah.
I think probably because I had a view that it was going the opposite direction, but then again, I didn't sell it because I was waiting for the price action to come the other way. So I suppose I'm only half right or half wrong.
I'm still not long biased. Like I could still easily see price reject that key level and push down further for the rest of the day. But even if like you always kind of see that fake move, and it's so painfully obvious what you're gonna see. You always just see the opposite. And so second I saw buy and just got in long.
Oh, I totally agreed. I mean, I think Joe said it before. I mean, what I've got up here, I've got the S&P. We said we look at the S&P, and they're still massively down. I think if we do break the POC on the way up, or even the value low here, 42.90, and remember we do have only just 6.5 hours left, Jerry.
Yeah, left.
Yeah, yeah. So we're still in for a very interesting day. But I mean, again, price action and obviously single prints. I mean, it'd be interesting to see how clear that D was up compared to the reverse down. We have a quick look at it on the market profile. Again, the D's it's got in there. I wonder if it's updated quick enough yet.
I just threw a screenshot there into the discussion group. You can just see price like perfectly rejecting off that key level at the moment. So nice profit target.
I'll whack it up here for you. Yeah. Do you want to describe that? Yeah. So that
Yeah, just perfectly wicked off, and now we're pushing. I mean, we might break higher, but we kind of wicked above it about like 3 points, and then that's exactly where we rejected.
Yeah,
from.
good out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good entry and exit. Right. We like that, Jerry, don't we? Jerry, do we have any Zooms tonight or anything, or we are free? Or
yes, 7 o'clock. Yeah, I'll do one at 7.
Early. That's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's no football tonight. England, obviously, the football's coming home, Jerry. So, yeah. But those of you, what we talking about tonight on the Zooms?
I'll be running through everything that's going to happen this week. So I will discuss the yields, the indices. I'll look at the FX space as well, see how the dollar's reacted this week. So I'll be doing all three.
It's good. I mean, for those of you new out there, I know a lot of retail traders out there. You very rarely trade bonds, basically because the spreads that you're given on the retail platforms and bonds are disgusting, really.
Yeah.
As wide as a bus, so to speak.
Like they're absolutely garbage.
Yeah. Especially when you go the shorter end, when it doesn't move, when it moves 2 ticks a year, they still give you a 2-tick spread. So the indices, not the indices, the yields, we'll try and talk about more of that next week if we have time, because obviously the bond market seems to be making a return to where we were before. And I think Christian Lagarde's speech about the inflation and the housing thing will bring the bonds more into line. And we'll do some short-term interest rates, 2-year, 5-year, and 10-year, hopefully next week. But again, as Matt said, I think, the day has just begun. And remember, most of us, we're not even day traders. If you'd have taken that back, you'd have taken what's that? Almost 110 ticks. Yeah, that was done in the first 5 minutes of Wall Street, and since then we have come down on the S&P all the way back down, and we're bang on the POC here on the S&Ps. Again, Thursday, big day ahead. Keep your stops in there and try and run your profits, because there's some big profits at the moment in here. Again, we look at the POC 4300. Yeah, down here.
Yeah.
Anywhere around there. Yeah, probably just a bit below there, really, I'd say 429952. But the day is still young. Right, cheers for that, Jerry. Cheers for that, Matt.
No worries.
We'll be on the discussion group. Thanks a lot.
No worries, guys. Cheers. Have a good one.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.